Suddenly there was weakness that came upon me. I was being pulled into a trance. That is when I saw an angel in the clouds. I saw a figure dressed in white just standing like this. Believe you me, this is real. How to see visions. This is my favorite chapter, how to see visions. And this is not just limited to prophets, pastors. Everybody has to be able to see in the spirit, because the Bible says, in the last days I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. All flesh. Not just the prophets, not just the evangelists, not just the apostles, but upon all flesh, meaning everybody. As long as you have the flesh, you qualify to have the spirit. Now the spirit now enables you. But I want to focus on something here in the book of Psalms. I believe that's 119. It says, the entrance of thy word brings light. Now for those of you that know me, you know that I love photography. I'm a photographer, I'm a videographer. I love everything that has to do with media, but especially when it comes to photography. And one thing that I've realized about photography is that photography has everything to do with light. You can have a camera that costs 400,000 rand, and somebody can have a camera that costs 3,000 rand. The difference there, if you give the one with an expensive camera no light, and you give light to the one who has a cheap camera, the better photo, rather, the better picture is going to be the one with better lighting. It's because photography has everything to do with lighting. The word photo itself means light. The word photo itself means light. So there's no photography without lighting, right? So light, when it enters the camera, it helps the camera to define. By bouncing of light, it helps it to define the object, hence it captures it. All right. So the Bible then tells us that the entrance, when light enters us, the word enters us, it brings light. The entrance of thy word brings light. Now what does that mean? Remember the topic, I'm talking about how to see visions. So what you read about is what you will see. If you want to see angels, if you want to see visions of angels, if you want to have angelic encounters, start reading the word concerning angels. I remember I was reading this book that I bought, and it was, the title of the book is How to See Angels. For those of you that want it, I'm going to put the link in the description below. The book is How to See Angels. And I was reading the book, and as I was reading, I'm realizing there is no instruction as to do this, and you will see angels. Almost the entire book is about the author's experience with angels. Then it hit me that spiritual things are not necessarily taught, but they are caught. They are not taught, but caught. So as I was reading that, it was producing light that is entering into my eyes, into my spiritual eyes. And ladies and gentlemen, I remember I was sitting, it was on a Wednesday afternoon, I was sitting on a car, inside the car, and suddenly there was weakness that came upon me. I was being pulled into a trance. That is when I saw an angel in the clouds. I saw a figure dressed in white, just standing like this. Believe you me, this is real. And then I woke up. I was so shocked and excited at the same time. Then I realized that actually what I was reading was the light into my spirit. The Bible tells us that the entrance of thy word, when the word enters, it brings light. It brings light concerning what you're reading about. Even Daniel, the visions that he had is because he was studying the book of Jeremiah. So the first step, what you need to do in order to see visions, you need to study the Bible. You need to read books. I'm talking inspired books concerning what you want to see. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you see visions.